The dinosaurs, one of the mightiest groups of animals to ever live, ruled the Earth essentially unchallenged for over 140 million years, spanning the complete duration of the Mesozoic era. No other groups of animals could challenge them on land, and it was only when a giant asteroid struck Earth 66 million years ago that things changed. The impact event was catastrophic for all life, but dinosaurs were especially affected due to their large sizes. And within a short amount of time, all non-avian dinosaurs were gone. However, this wasn't the end for these terrible lizards, as one group managed to persist. The avian dinosaurs, aka birds. This group of familiar animals is indeed part of the dinosaur lineage, specifically belonging to the theropod clade. Today, they're found throughout the world and are represented by over 10,000 living species, which is quite impressive. However, no living species of bird possesses the imposing presence that the non-avian dinosaurs had. Not long after the demise of the non-avian dinosaurs, a family of carnivorous birds emerged that came alarmingly close to becoming just as terrifying as many of their predecessors. This menacing group of avian dinosaurs mainly resided in South America and created a powerful dynasty that lasted for tens of millions of years. These were the forest racids, more commonly referred to as terror birds, and rightfully so. All members possess large hooked beaks, powerful necks, and razor-sharp talons. Additionally, multiple species of this group managed to grow to absolutely massive sizes, with a few even being some of the largest Cenozoic predators to have ever lived in South America, as well as being the largest carnivorous birds of all time. However, they didn't start off as giants. Their first known member, Paleocoelopterus, originated in what is today Brazil and existed roughly 53 million years ago during the early Eocene, a time when the Earth was extremely hot and experienced heavy rainfall. It was one of the smallest and slenderest members of its family, with adults only achieving a height of 1 meter or 3 feet, about the same size as a stork. Its small size granted it an enhanced level of agility and speed that allowed it to become a successful predator in its environment. However, it was likely not an apex predator, as it was greatly outsized by other carnivores in its area, which included a variety of crocodilians and snakes. 3 million years after their first known member, a second genus would pop up that was 50% larger than its ancestor, Eleotherornis. This bird is notable for being the only known member of its family to have lived outside of the Americas, with remains found in both France and Switzerland. Its larger stature made it quite the killer, possibly preying on small horses and primates. Despite its success in Europe, the Americas were where terror birds would eventually become truly formidable. The Oligocene era saw the emergence of Paraphysornis, which inhabited Brazil. It was an absolute giant compared to older terror birds, with males standing 1.4 meters or 4 foot 7 inches tall and weighing around 180 kilograms or 400 pounds, making it heavier than the largest living bird today, the ostrich. As the largest known terrestrial predator in its environment, it was an apex predator. Paleontologists believe it used its clawed feet to kick and slash prey before dispatching victims by jabbing them with its large beak. Among the later giants of the terror bird family were Titanus, Cunning, and Brontornis, two of which were the largest of the terror birds. Titanus, the youngest, was also the smallest of these three, but still taller than most birds today, with large specimens standing at 2 meters or 6.6 feet. Unlike most of its relatives, this bird lived in what is now the US, including Texas, Florida, and California, making it the only large South American predator to have migrated north during the Great American Interchange. It interacted and competed with North American predators such as the Smilodon and the short-faced bear. Despite this competition, Titanus was an apex predator within its ecosystem. Cunning is thought to be the tallest of this family, measuring 3 meters or 9.8 feet tall and possibly weighing 250 kilograms or 550 pounds, similar to a male grizzly bear. On the other hand, Brontornis was not as tall, with adults being about 2.8 meters or 9.2 feet tall, but heavier, weighing anywhere from 770 to 880 pounds, or 350 to 400 kilograms, making it the heaviest terror bird and the heaviest carnivorous bird of all time. However, some paleontologists question whether Brontornis was indeed a terror bird or even a carnivore, citing the lack of remains and similarities in toe claws to those found in herbivorous birds. Recent research has shown that the largest terror birds may have been capable of taking down large prey, supported by the discovery of two skull types within the family. The more rigid forest-rasted skull type, which allowed for higher bite forces. Along with deadly beaks and claws, terror birds had potent senses. Their eyesight and hearing were particularly developed, with studies showing they could see clearly in bright and dark areas and hear low frequencies, allowing them to track and locate prey even in dense undergrowth. Unfortunately, despite being the largest carnivorous birds of all time, terror birds eventually went extinct. The exact reason is still unclear, but competition from North American carnivores during the Great American Interchange, climate change, and other factors likely played roles. Nevertheless, some smaller species of terror birds persisted until about 96,000 years ago, and fossils of an unidentified terror bird from a formation dated to 18,000 years ago suggest they may have survived even longer, potentially just a few thousand years before humans arrived in South America. If you'd like to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest paleontology discoveries, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Have any thoughts or questions? Leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.